Hi there, I'm Dinah Liversidge and thanks for joining me on my video blog. I've been asked by lots of people what I mean by no box thinking. I remember first hearing the expression think outside the box back in the 1980s when I was working in marketing. And I remember thinking, whoever told them there was a box? And to be honest, I kind of was a bit jaded by the rest of the meeting, wondering who it was that had told this group of incredibly bright people that I knew that they'd been boxed in up until this point, and it really fazed me. I think I was in my 20s, early 20s at the time. See, I had decided that labels and boxes that people kept trying to fit me into as a young person didn't suit me. They didn't work for me. Whenever I did that, whenever I allowed the labels to be applied, I ended up being less than myself and quite often getting really grim results. So I stopped. I can't remember exactly what age I stopped, but I stopped. And so when I hear people talk about thinking outside the box, I instantly wonder who it was that boxed them in, who it was that told them this label applies to you, you fit inside that box and that's what the rules are and that's what your outcomes will be. So my approach, no box thinking, is about when you realise, when somebody actually says to me, there's no box, there is no box, there are no limits, there's no path you have to follow, there's no right or wrong way of doing this or dealing with this, that's a no box situation. And I hope that's what I help my clients discover. That actually the boxes and the labels and the boxes they've been fitting into over the years don't serve them, and often their own head talk is keeping them boxed in. Fear's okay, you know, it's okay to be afraid to open the lid and look outside that box and say, if I decided you didn't exist, if I decided to be really courageous tomorrow, how might that feel? How might I step forward on a new path, discover a whole new way, decide my own terms and labels if I want them? Well, that's what I help people do, and through this series of short videos, I hope I'll encourage you to see there is no box. Thanks for joining me.